Hey, how's it going? Hope you're having an amazing day or evening or night. I don't know where you are right now, but in this video, I want to bring something that could potentially help your Wix website, and is how you're gonna set up the SEO on the dashboard of your Wix website. Now, a lot of people have a lot of issues when they're trying to do this step, and that's because it gives them errors. There's things that they don't know what to do, or they don't understand what's the process like. So we're gonna talk about all those details in this video. And if you have any questions, just feel free to comment, and then I'll try to respond. And I can even send you some screenshots, or I can even show you how to do it. So please make sure you comment if you have questions, and thank you for the support. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing you want to do before you even start setting up your SEO is to understand a little bit about keywords. And why this is important is because doing a keyword research on the industry that you're in or the type of business that you have will definitely increase the rankings on search engines. So that's very important. We're gonna do another video, but if you already know how to do that part, then don't worry about it. But if you're new, there's so many tools out there, but you can use one. It's called Google Trends, and with Google Trends you can see a lot of good data that's gonna be showing you specific keywords that you can use when you're start setting up your SEO. Again, there's some other tools out there. I'm gonna try to upload more videos about them, but here you can do anything from, like, let's say construction, and even shows you like states. It shows you like within cities where are the most searched keywords, the type of keywords that people are searching, and then you can also compare. So let's say you're in construction, you want to do like house construction, for example. So this step we're going very fast because we're not doing anything that had to do with keyword research, but I'm just giving you this tool. Hopefully you can go more in detail about it. But the main thing that we're going to show you today is how to properly set it up for your Wix website. So as you can see here, this keyword is really bad. Nobody's literally looking for house construction. So you can always be comparing and deciding what type of keywords that you're gonna use. So now let's get into it. Once you're here, this is an actually sample website. So the first thing you wanna do is, once you're on your dashboard, you wanna go where it says marketing and SEO, and then you wanna go where it says get found on Google. You're gonna click here. And this step is very easy. When it's a brand new account, it should look like this. If you already started and you're having errors, this video can help you find why those errors are there and how you can fix them. Okay, so let's click here where it says get started. And the first thing you want to write is even telling you here, tell us your business or brand name, right? So in this case, this site is named Allison, but we can even name it Allison Blogs, for example. But it can be whatever the business names. If your business name is Rookies, Awesome, or whatever it is, just type it there. This is gonna be the name of the business. Now, just keep in mind that if your business name is very long, just add the first words that are the most attractive to it, because if it says, let's say, MMN Commercial Services, you don't want to add services because it's going to make it too long. And then in the steps that we're going to be looking in a little bit, it's just going to be a problem, because then you need to add certain things. So make sure that if your business name is too long, to add only the relevant words and not the whole thing. If it has services, or if it has cleaning, because that's actually not part of a name. So if your business name is Allison Cleaning, I will just leave it as Allison. But if it's only 2 words, then I will add it. But if it's 3 more words or 4, then I'll just make sure to check that in. Then you're gonna click next. And this is also very important, because this is gonna tell Wix how it's gonna show your your presence or your website to the Google search, because now they have some type of partnership. So anything that you create here is going to be connected to the Google account. So if you do you know, a local, you know, service like a barbershop or like a store or something that it has like an actual physical location, then I will use this. Now, if you're trying to grow online and you're trying to expand and you know, target other areas, and you want to rely more on that part than visits on your store or your office, then I will suggest you go with services nationwide, because this is gonna give you a more you know, space for growth. When you go local, it will literally just be around the area that your location is at. So we're gonna select the second one and we're gonna click next. Once you're here, again, you should already have like the keywords that you're gonna be using. Like in this video right here, you can learn a little bit more about it. But if you're not for sure, just send me a comment and I will try to send you some tools that you can use. But at this point, you should already have the type of keywords that you're gonna be using. So in this case, let's say it's gonna be it's gonna be insurance, car insurance, and these are just samples, okay? It's gonna be okay. So these are just samples that I'm using. Again, this is just a website that we're just created for that, you know, to test this and to show you how to get it done. So in this part, just make sure you have the right keywords that you're gonna be using. It recommends 3. If you want to add more, it's okay, but the most ones that are gonna be relevant is 3 keywords. Then you're just gonna click next, and then just wait to get to this part. Perfect. So once you're here, this is where a lot of people get stuck, and I'm gonna show you what you need to do. One of the things that you're gonna look for is this right here. It tells you how many you need to complete and how many are already completed. Or right here, the color is just red. The ones that are on green, that means they're good to go. And for your website, it might look a little bit different because you might have more pages, but the concept is gonna be the same. So let's start with this one. You're just gonna click go for it. Once you're here, this part is very important, and this is because anytime somebody searches your business or something related to the business and your keywords start showing up, this is what people see. This is the title right here, and this is what the organic searches show. If you were to be doing pay ads, then you can add that on the campaign that you're running. But when it's any search engine, you know, organic traffic that you're going to be showing from your site, this is what you're going to be looking at. So that's why it's very important that you decide what is going to be the title that what you want to use. So let's say we're going to use this one. We're just going to click copy, and then we're going to go to the editor, and now you have a second tab right here. So let's wait for it to load. Once it loads, it should look like this. If it gets to this page, or if you already have it open, just go where it says menus and pages, and then once you're on this section right here, you gotta make sure you are on the home page. As you can see, this is where you need to add it. So again, you're gonna copy this, you're gonna go here, and then you're gonna find the page. You're gonna click in these 3 little dots right here, and then you're gonna go where it says SEO basics. Once you're here, you're gonna go to this section right here because this is the title. So whatever is in here, you're just gonna delete, and then you're gonna paste the new title that the WIX SEO map creating is giving you. So, or the one that you selected. Once you paste it there, make sure you click publish and just give it a few seconds. Sometimes depends on the browser, depends on your internet. This might take a few seconds. So once you see this screen, or even if you don't see it, just make sure you click publish again and just wait a little bit. Then you're gonna go back here, and then you're just gonna click refresh, and it should turn green. If it didn't turn green, it's for a few reasons. One is by accident you type an extra letter. you didn't copy or paste the right title. It has to be the one that you selected originally. Then the second step is adding a description. And as it says here, the home description needs to have 3 requirements. And this is what a lot of people miss. Sometimes they can get to go through this step because they don't have one of the keywords, which is going to be one of these ones that you have originally when you started to setting up this what do you call it, strategy through the Wix app. So you got to make sure that you select the right keyword or one of the keywords. And then the second one, you have to add the business name that is on the site, because if you don't add the business name the way that it is on your site, it's not gonna work. And then of course it has to be between 50 to 300 characters. So we're gonna go back here. A lot of the times you might already have a description, so all we gotta do is just copy this and then just paste this right here. And as you can see, it has an error because, two errors, because it doesn't have one of the keywords. So if I add, car insurance, and of course you're gonna make sure when you add anything, it goes with the description that you're adding. If you don't want to mess the description, you can add it always at the end and say something like, make sure you get your car insurance with, and then the business name, which is gonna be Allison, and it's double L. Okay. So as you can see, now I'm actually two keywords over, and that's why it's 302, and then we need to be 300. So we're gonna fix that right now. But if you don't know what the business name that you have set up on the page, because it happens a lot, just look at this corner right here, and whatever the name is here, that's what you need to have in this part. And that's what a lot of the times people don't write correctly, and you don't get to pass this error. And if this doesn't turn green, then that's gonna be a problem. So now that you have this, all you gotta do is just copy this, go back to the page, go in this section right here, and you're gonna go in again the little 3 dots, SEO basics, and then you're gonna put it right here on the description. Once you do that, again, we had 3 extra little words, but we'll see right now. So we're gonna click publish, and then we're gonna wait a little bit. We can close this, go back here, and then just click refresh. Okay. So once you complete the last step, everything should look green. A lot of the times it will ask you for if you have like Facebook icons, or you have any type of social media buttons. It might ask you to connect those to your account. So this is how you do it. So let's say you have the social buttons right here. Let's say they're right here, for example, right? If they were right here, sometimes this will turn red, or they won't get completed, because it will ask you to set this icon. So all you have to do is click set, and if you have a Facebook account, just make sure to type your link right here. If you don't have a Twitter, just delete the ones that you don't have, and then let's say you only have those 3, then just click done, and then just click publish. So once you set up the links, then this button should turn green. So every page is a little bit different. The other mistake, or the other thing that I've seen that a lot of people get problems with, is that sometimes you add a button with a phone number, or sometimes you selected the first option, which was like a local business, and then on the page you don't have any phone number, or you don't have any address. For not having that, then it won't turn green. So you have to add your phone number and your also your address if you're doing a local business. So just check those details. Another thing that happens a lot is people might have some specific like type of setting up this because they have different pages, and it will give them an error because there's a keyword missing on the page. So all you have to do is, if it tells you like you need to add this keyword, all you gotta do is just add a small text, and then you can always use whatever content that you already have and make sure you add the keyword that you were using on the page. That once you finish doing that, you gotta make sure you publish, and that should fix the error. And then the second step, this is just like half of the part. The next step that you need to do is this part right here, which is optimize your site for search engines. So you can see I have 2 errors. So we're gonna click on it, and it tells you, see, it's right here, connect your social networks to your homepage. So sometimes you will see it here, but most of the times, because I think this is a recent update that Wix did, so it's on the second step. So there it is. So you need to connect your social social buttons, and those are these ones right here. So once you connect those, that should turn green. So we can actually trick the system. So we can do this, and we're gonna change it. Instead of Wix, we're gonna put, let's say, our name, and then here gonna do the same thing. And the links don't matter because they just recognize that it's a Wix link, so that's why it won't do anything. So let's do this, click done, and then we can click complete it here, and then publish. Once you finish doing this, you're gonna go back here, and then you're just gonna click refresh, and it should turn green. And if it doesn't turn green, it's most likely because you have other button in the page somewhere in there, so you gotta find it. Now this is another error that's giving you. It says add an about me page on the page for this section right here. So all you gotta do is just go back to this step right here. You're gonna, let's say this is your page or the information that you need to add. Just go here on menus, and it's telling you to add it on the about me page. It even give it to you right here. So on yours might be a different page, but just read this part. It says you need to add this. This one, the only requirement is up to 300 characters. But if you have something less, it doesn't matter. If it's a little bit more, as you can see earlier, it didn't give us an error. So you can just feel free to go on that area. So you're gonna go here, go to SEO basics. And once you're here, you're gonna put this right here. As you can see, it did give me an error because it's just too much. So I'm just gonna delete a few of them. Again, you should have a good description. This is again very important because it's what people gonna see when they're like finding you on Google or Yahoo or Bing. So those are the first things that people see. So the description is very important. So once we do that, usually you'll write it here first, and then you'll copy it, and then you'll paste it here. But I did the opposite, but it doesn't matter. As long as it matches and is the same, then we can just click publish. And then we're gonna go back and click refresh. Once you do that, as you can see, now everything is green. And then the next and last step is this one right here. This one is, we're gonna do it in a different video, but this is for backlinks. This is a little bit more advanced, and this is also very important to do. But to start, you wanna finish or complete these ones right here. Again, as you can see, I need to connect it to Google, and now it is showing me this option right here because we did complete this second step. So all you gotta do is just click right here, connect now. And if you don't have a Google My Business account, it's very easy to get. So all you gotta do is just literally go to Google, and once you're here, just type Google My Business. And then once you're on this page, you should see something like this. It says accounts.google.com or Google My Business. Once you click on it, it's gonna ask you to log in into your Gmail account. So let's do it. Okay, so once you sign in, if you don't have a Gmail account, just make sure that you use the email that it's gonna be for the business. Don't use just any random email, because you're gonna be getting notifications. And Google My Business is very important because it will bring you a lot of potential clients. So some people might comment, might send messages, and they will also write reviews, so that way you can always respond. And the more interaction you have with the users on this platform, Google will start pushing your content higher and higher, and you start getting more traffic. So it's very useful. So the first thing you want to do is just type a business name. So in this case, we're going to name it, let's say, Allison Insurance. Let's say that's the business name. And then let's say we're going to create one. Once here, it will ask you what category you're in or industry. So in this one, we're going to put insurance. And then if you don't find the one that you have, just put something that is similar or close to what you do. So let's say we're gonna put insurance, and then we can put broker, and then next. Once we're here, it says, do you wanna add a location? This is very important because if you're, a lot of the problems that happen with Google My Business is sometimes if somebody already claimed the place that you have your business at, so let's say you're in a building and there's a suite, most likely you won't be able to get it. So you have to use your home address. So what you want to do is, if you're going to use your home address because you don't want people to be, finding where you live for any reason, then you want to select the option no. But if you're in a building where it's not inside a like a suite or some type of like multiple office within the same building, then I would not even try, because I seen a lot of the times with so many accounts that they don't get approved, or sometimes they just don't send you the postcard or something happens. But that's why it's very important to know that if you're inside a suite, just go with the option to not show a location. You'll hide the address, you'll use your personal address, it won't show to the public, and this is gonna help you set up the account. So we're gonna click no, and then we're gonna click next. Once you're here, it says where do you serve your customers, and then you can type your city. So let's say you're in San Diego, you can type as many cities as you like. In this case, I will use the ones that mostly are around your business if you're local. But if you're trying to target the whole US, you can go with like biggest cities. So you can say Seattle, Los Angeles. Let's say you're able to serve clients online, and it doesn't matter what part of the country they're in. This is gonna be very useful. So then the next step is gonna be, let's say New York. Sorry, I got hiccups. And then you're just gonna click next. Here, you're gonna type your phone number. And then let's type this phone number. And it's gonna ask you to get a notification and do all that stuff. Here, you're gonna type your website. And then you're gonna click next. And then here it says, would you like updates and recommendations? In the beginning, I'll say no, but they will send you good content that can be very useful. But if you don't like any of that notification, then just click no. And then now just go to next. This is the part that again is very important. You're gonna select, you selected the option for a personal business, personal address or a business, because you selected to not show your address, this is not for that reason. This is for you to get a postcard. It's gonna be about this size, and with this postcard is gonna be a code. Then after you create this account, just keep in mind that you're gonna be getting a lot of phone calls from people telling you that your Google account got expired, or you need to do this, or you need to do that. Don't trust any of that stuff, because a lot of the time it's just scammers. And the way they find you, now also potential clients are gonna see you. So it's kind of big of, like, you know, the downside of it. But again, just look at the positive things, that you're gonna be able to see more potential clients. People are gonna find you easier. So it's very important. So this address again is gonna be the one where you're gonna receive that postcard. And once you receive it, it will take about 5 business days. So we're just gonna put a random address, and we're gonna click next. And then here you're gonna put the name of the person. So in this case, let's say I'm gonna put Danny Escobar, for example. And then you're just gonna click mail, and they will send it to the address. Now, because all that information wasn't real, I'm not gonna mail that, but I'm gonna show you what the account should look like once you set up and you got everything done. Okay, so once you click mail, you should be able to see this screen right here. And I'm gonna show you how to navigate this very quick and easy. So this business hasn't verified their information. Again, they put an address that is within multiple offices, so they just don't get it. Even if I say resend postcard, it won't do it. So once you get your postcard with the little number, you're gonna click here where it says verify now, and all you have to do is just type the code. In this case, because this account is getting, you know, the mailing multiple times, now it's asking them for a new address. So, but we're gonna ignore that for now. Once you click on verify now, it should ask you for the code. Just put that code there, and that's all you have to do. Now, if by accident you wait more than 5 days, because it gives you a time limit on how long you can put that code, and you forget to do it, then you might have to request a new one, and you can, you know, you can use the old code. You have to wait for the new postcard to arrive. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so now the most important thing about this is the left side of the screen. So as you can see here, it has posts. In this section is specifically for you to create specific offers. So let's say you're running some type of discount or promotion. This is where you create it. And a lot of the times you can add or run ads through this. Now, because of everything happening with COVID, you have a lot of warnings. There's a lot of things that you gotta check, but pretty soon they're gonna clear this up. So just keep that in mind. That's due to COVID, but usually you should be able to just update your status, you know, add a new content, and also you can create offers. You can also create an event, and it's very easy. You just click here. You add a picture, you can put the name of the title. So for example, get 10% off this week only. And then you can decide how long you want the offer to run. And then you can click publish. Now, once you click publish, it's gonna be right there, and people are gonna see it. So whenever they're doing searches and people find this, it's like a coupon that you have online. And once you wanna, you know, promote it and run campaigns, you can also do that. But because this is fake, we're just gonna delete it, and then that's it. You deleted it. The next option or step is gonna be on info. This is where you're gonna have all the information for the business. So here, if you remember, we added some cities. You can add more or changes the ones that you currently have. And then you can also add business hours. If you're an online business, I will just put 24 hours on all of them, because any person can see it if they're searching at night. And if you're a local business or you have a an office or a store, then definitely add the regular business hours, because this is what people are gonna see. These are special hours if you're closing specific days due to holidays or religion or whatever it is. You can just set it up here. The phone number, this is something that people are definitely gonna see, so it's important that you don't put your personal phone number if you have a business one, or if you use your personal for business as well, then it's gonna be here. And that's how the scammers can find you, because they get a lot of data, so they can just call your business and be like, hey, your Google account needs attention, you need to run ads, or you need to do this, and you're just gonna get a lot of phone calls. But also clients being like, hey, I saw your business on Google, can you help me out? So that's the other positive thing. You'll see the website, and then here you can add service options, description, and you can add more pictures. Then this option is because this business does things that have to do with delivery. That's why they added this option. So based on the industry that you selected, it'll give you extra tools. Once you get your account approved, you should be also you should be able to see this option right here, which is the insights. Is going to show you how many people actually call you, how many people saw your business. And let me show you a business right here, this one right here, so you can see what it looks like on the data. So this is already an active account, and we're gonna go where it says insights, and look at how powerful it is. People that search your business directly are on the green. There were about 4,057 people. That's a lot. Discovery is people that found you through organic search. That's about 2,000 people. And then as you scroll down here, you also start seeing the data on how it's been progressing every month. So for example, we're gonna go directly here. If you, for example, right here, you got 164 calls on this page, but you're like, well, I only got like 2 calls. Then that's a warning sign, because maybe your phone number or your phone company is having some issues, so some calls might not be connecting. So that's why this is very important, because you need to know how many people have called your business from Google. And it also helps you to understand what days of the week are busier than others. So you can go here, you can go by week, and you can select and see like, okay, this day it was busier, this day was slower. And then you can also get to see this. So when you start running ads or campaigns, you can see where most of the clients or people are coming from, and it tells you right from San Jose or Milpitas. And then you can also select quarter, week, and as you scroll down, same thing, it shows you how many calls you got on what days. As you can see, most of the Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays are the busiest, where people call the most. And then during the weekend, probably people are like, well, I need to go on vacation, or I need to go, I don't know, for a weekend retreat, and then there's not that much activity. As you scroll down, you can also see your competitors, how you're ranking compared to them. As you can see, this business is doing pretty good compared to other businesses in their area. And as you scroll down, you also see the photo quality. It tells you all this information. So we're gonna go to the next one, which is gonna be pictures, because this is a client's account. I can show you reviews, calls, or messages, but you can go and look them up if you like. This is a business. But right here on pictures is where you can upload pictures. You can also create content, and I'm gonna create another video so I can show you how you can do this type of graphics. But this is very important, because as you can see here, organically there were 53 people that saw this image, and as you scroll down, you're gonna notice there's a lot of views, 176. And then the more you scroll down, you see this got 30,000 views. And that's how powerful Google My Business is. You know, a lot of people can find you. One recommendation I'll give you, if you don't want to spend money on campaigns or like ad spend, just add a lot of content. The more you add, the better it is for your business, and this is gonna help you with the organic traffic. So yeah, I went very quick on this platform, because originally it was just for the Wix account. But hopefully this video was useful and it can help your website, your business. And if you have questions, just feel free to ask anything on the comments. I apologize if I stop a little bit, but it is because I haven't had enough coffee tonight. So I promise the next video I'm gonna be better. But yeah, give a thumbs up and follow my channel, and thank you for the support. Have a good one.